Today, we're just going to get right into it. As your favorite talking head does his best to keep his promise. That's right, I'm reviewing another book, and today's book is The Couple Next Door by Cole Baxter, which just came out on May 28th, this Sunday that just passed, and I just happened to finish it. And what a delight it was. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey, and for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm just another talking head doing my best to get my opinion out there because A, I want you to read more, B, I want you to listen more, and C, I want you to watch a little more TV and movies. But let's get back to the topic at hand. The Couple Next Door by Cole Baxter is a very simple book. A hotshot young lawyer is looking to make her way up the food chain, looking to go from junior to senior partner all the way to the top if she could, and she will stop at nothing to do it in this law firm, which comes with slight problems. Now, what some people aren't going to like, because I'll tell you what you're not going to like right away, is that the protagonist of the book is not very likable. And I think that's the whole point because there is a redemption for them at the bitter end. Defense attorneys, do we really like them? Unless we need them, I don't think anybody likes a defense attorney, right? That's a matter of opinion, but unless we really need them, no, right? We don't really like the ones that deal with pedophiles and murderers and rapists. We don't really like them, but if we need them, we love them, right? Think O.J. Simpson and the Kardashian. Now, coming along with putting herself to be number one, this lovely Amber Dennis, she is now in the hindsight of a stalker. And we don't know who the stalker is. And the whole idea is this stalker has one thing in mind, and that is to get her to uh, be stopped, to get her to stop and being a defense lawyer, get her career ruined, get her life ruined because she ruined so many other lives. The twists and turns happen, and you don't know who the actual stalker is until the bitter end, and I won't spoil it for you, but I will hint that the title of the book sort of gives it away. I personally would change the title of the book because there isn't really a couple next door. If you go by the book standards, there isn't really a couple next door, and that's what makes it odd. At first, you're thinking, why is the title of the book The Couple Next Door? Because it doesn't make sense until you get to the end, and it still doesn't make sense. So if I was the writer or the author, I would try and change the title to something else, maybe the Amber Dennis story or something like that. Among those lines, just The Couple Next Door didn't fit the thought and the premise that I thought it was going to be somebody next door uh, torturing her throughout the whole book, and it wasn't. Now, other things that people aren't going to like is that it does take a long time for it to get into the heart of the actual book, which is the stalker, and taking this already horrible character and making her even worse. Because by the end of the book, you're probably not going to like her anymore, and you get to see her unravel. So people aren't going to like that it's going to take a little while to get there. Me personally, I enjoy it. I like slow burns. I like that the writer, the author, Cole Baxter, who I've never heard of before, who I'm now probably going to read more, was able to get into the first person of Amber Dennis and create a character that I didn't really like and trying to show that there's a little bit of redemption in people, but there isn't really. I think that's what I liked about the book is that the writer got into the first point of view of Amber Dennis and did such a good job at detailing her experience from going from the bottom to the top, back down to the bottom again, and humbling herself. And I really like that. I didn't like the main character. I wasn't supposed to. I think my favorite character was definitely her boy toy throughout the whole book. David, I believe, was the name. and I think that was my favorite character. As for defense lawyers, I don't like them personally, but they are a necessity of evil within the justice system because everybody does deserve a fair trial. As for who ends up being the bad guys in the end, and I quote bad guys because are they really bad guys? You have to read it to get what I'm getting at. But uh, who are really bad guys? I really liked Mercy and that, even though they're not really bad guys, because you think about it, a defense lawyer does a lot of shady stuff, and I'm not going to say shady. They play within the rules of the law system that they have. They know it, they love it, they respect it. And Amber Dennis is no different. She's looking to make a lot of money, looking to make partner in a very high end defense firm, and she's cutthroat. She does her job and does it. Along the way, she has a couple boy toys who she plays with, and it just ends up making her seem much worse than she is, and it is, and that's probably why I enjoyed it. I like characters that are slimy and evil and like do anything to get the job done. Type of lawyers are good, and then it has a really nice, sweet ending. A really up and down roller coaster of a book, and then that ending, it shows a personal growth, and that's important for characters in books. So I know you guys are rating. You want to know what I think of it and what I rank of it. I'm gonna give this book an 8 out of 10. I liked it. I didn't think it was perfect like some of the other books I read, but I think it was well done, well written, a lot of nice contractions, a lot of good sentences. I'm probably going to pick up a actual copy of the book because when I get them in advance, they're unformatted and you read them and you go, every chapter blends into one another. So I would like to get it. As you can see, that's where I put it on the actual books uh, themselves, right? So you can see top 5 books of the year. It's pretty high up there because I like that kind of antagonist. I like a lawyer who's nitty gritty and is not likable because I never liked lawyers. That's just me personally. When you pick up the book, it's The Other Couple. Came out May 28th, a couple days ago. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of me, like you always do. And if I don't see you again, I'd like to say bom dia, boa tarde, and boa noite. Ciao. Producer, play some creepy music.